You know, we lived in the most blessed country that has ever been formed, and of course the greatest state that's ever came into this union. And I can't imagine raising my family anywhere else but right here. But today in 2015, in our time, in our place, our country faces one of the worst crises that it has ever been in. The wolf is truly at the door. There are many things today on the law enforcement dashboard. It ranges from terrorism to the policing crisis that has plagued our nation to leading in child abuse in this very county. It is a time to boldly lead from the front, and it's not a time for isolationists. We need leaders creating relationships both internally and externally. I have over 35 years of law enforcement. 31 of those I've been chief. Leadership has been a constant in my life. I was also a member of the U.S. Air Force, where I was a proud member of the NCO Corps. And after my law enforcement academy and the military training, I also have a formal education with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, and I've also am a graduate of the National FBI Academy. With all that said, I've also got close to 5,000 hours of in-service training. So these circumstances in which we find ourselves, I know up close and personally. And I've had the honor and privilege of being involved in sustainable solutions to law enforcement problems that have plagued our country. And along the way, I've created some great personal relationships in law enforcement all across the world. I truly believe law enforcement is a practice, and that constant education and constant training is a must to combat this new mission that we have on the horizon. I believe with these processes that come together such as this, is that we create a new tempo of things. One of the first steps of creating a new tempo, of course, is creating a relationship with those that we serve. The second is empowering you, the person behind the badge, in order that you may rise to the nobility of the office in which you serve, to work by your character and be able to provide the leadership that you're capable of doing, and those things that we can do to create this environment of goodness. And return to yesterday, where there was optimism in this country, where we walk about safely and caring for our neighbors as our forefathers had meant it to be. While we want that optimism to return, we must understand the wolf is at the door. And it is time for the good men and women of law enforcement to rise up and stand shoulder to shoulder to press back this threat. I'm asking you to join me in this campaign to change the tempo on how things are done. And remember that old saying, is that for evil to triumph is for good men and women to do nothing. So today, I think that we can make that change if we stand shoulder to shoulder. No need to worry about where I'll be, because as I breathe, I will be right here, cheerleading for you, standing in the midst, moving toward the next right thing. Thank you, and God bless.